Jungkook, when we arrive at our apartment, silence in the air, Taehoon sat beside me on the sofa, his hand resting on his lap, his eyes look at distance. I know what he was thinking. Guilt, I'm flattening a hand thought in my hair. I didn't expect things to go this far. I know my father wouldn't accept us easily, but I never thought he would go so far as destroying me. And worst of all, he hurt Taehoon. I turned to him and gently took his hand in mine. His fingers were slightly trembling. I lifted them to my lips as placed a soft kiss on them. Jungkook, I'm sorry, my voice was barely ever whispered. Taehoon looked at me with tearful eyes, but manage a weak smile. Then actually, I'm the one who need to apologize. I am sorry, Jungkook. I found confused. Jungkook, what do you mean? It's me who should be saying sorry. I didn't want things to turn out this way. I'm really sorry, Taehoon. I just hope you still want to stay with me. I looked at him, my heart clenched in fear. What if he regret everything? What if he thought this was too much? But then he rolled his eyes dramatically and sighed. Taehoon, you are so dramatic. Of course, I want to stay with you. A chuckle escaped my lips without thinking. I pulled into my and wrapped my arms around his waist, resting my chin on his shoulders. Even since we got together, this had become our habit. Him sitting on our bodies close as if we belonged there. Taehoon played with my finger. His voice breaking the silence. Taehoon, good things my mom and dad are okay with our relationship. I pulled back slightly and looked at him. Jungkook, what do you mean? Your dad doesn't want me? He said he wanted to daughter-in-law, not in son-in-law. I potted Taehoon chuckle and rubbed my hair, making my heart melt. Taehoon, he like you. He just stubborn. He just wanted to act, thought, but deep down he know you make me happy. I stared at him, my heart swelling with love. How could he still smile after everything? How could he still reassure me when he was the one who got hurt? I don't hold back. I lean and kiss both of his cheeks, his nose, and finally his soft lips. Jungkook smacked against my lips. Not enough. I laughed, but the tension looked in his eyes made something deep inside me burn. And with need, without another word, I called him up in my arms. His legs wrapped around my waist instantly. Jungkook, he kept scraping the back of my hair as I him. I carried him to our bedroom. The air between us heavy with nature. The moment I lay him down on the bed, he pulled me closer. Again in Jungkook, are you sure? I whispered again, his lips searching his eyes for any hesitation. He looked at me, his gaze soft, full of Taehoon. I was never more sure of anything in my life. That was all I need to hear. Him again, this time with all the love and devotion I had for him. The night was ours. I made sure he felt just how much he meant to me. He made our slots in each other, our heart beating as one. Jungkook POV, Mom, so what are you thinking? I looked up my thought as mother voice break the silence. I was about to another answer when Taehoon squeezed my hand and speak first. Taehoon, we are not breaking up, Mom. His voice was calm and firm. He held my hand tightly as if making sure I knew he meant every word. I turned to him, my heart swelling with love and nodding with a small smile. We were now at Taehoon's house, sitting in the living room with his parents. His mom had already accepted our relationship, but his dad, he had been a thought. But today he finally called us over for a conversation. I stole a quick glance at Taehoon's father. His face was unbearable, his eyes fixed for us. Jungkook, yes, Mom. We promised each other that no matter what happened, we won't break up. I turned to Taehoon, a small and smiled at him. Genuinely, he returned the smile, his eyes soft and full of love. There was a brief silence before his father finally spoke. Tehang that, okay then, since no one can make you two break apart, I'm already okay with it. My eyes widened in shock. I blinked, trying to process what he just said. Did I heard that right? When it finally sank in, I couldn't stop the word gave that across my face without thinking. I jumped and grabbed and hugged him tightly. Jungkook, thank you so much, his father said dramatically and rolled his eyes. Tehang, there's enough, stop. Tehang and I burst into laughter. I glanced at him and he was smiling so beautifully that just like he had been waiting for this moment for so long. Tehang, thank you, Dad. This meant a lot to me. He stepped forward and hugged his father. I turned to Mom, who was watching the father-son moment. The proudest smile as much I was happy that this moment deep inside I still watching my dad would accept us too. Jungkook POV. A month has passed since I last saw my father. True to his word, he disowned me not legally but emotionally. I was no longer welcome at the company and he had taken over running it again. But I was not angry. I still hoped that one day he would accept us. Until then, I had everything. I know that they hung my mom, my sister, and our new life together. Speaking of my sister, she had told me something that still bothered me a little. Jungkook's sister, I can't have a crush on your soon-to-be husband. I had not mad at first, but she quickly laughed it off, saying I was overacting. Jungkook, how can you say that so easily? Jungkook, sister, relax. Little bro, I already have my own family. I'm just saying, if I were not married, I would totally try to settle him from you. I had glared at her, but deep down I couldn't really blame her. My boss was the most handsome man in the world. Didn't have gone crazy. His voice snapped me out of my thoughts. I blinked and realized I had been staring into space, smiled like an idiot. Jungkook knew I was just thinking about something. Tehang pointed at my heart matters slightly. Tehang, me? His voice turned into a cute baby tone and how adorable he Tehang, oh, Bunny is thinking about me. How sweet. I immediately covered my mouth, pretending to be terrified. Jungkook, Tehang burst out laughing before finally wiped his arms around me. Jungkook, I only have eyes on you, man, only you. Tehang, good. He finally smiled, squeezed my hand. He walked hand in hand our restaurant, ready to continue build our dream together. Opening the restaurant had been our passion project since both of us love food, especially Tehang. We decided to turn our love for it into a business. I glanced at Tehang watching us as he admired the new menu we had created. Jungkook, you've been eating a lot lately. He turned to me and pouted. Tehang, so are you saying I'm fat? I chuckled and pinched his cheeks. Jungkook, no, you are just round. He gasped dramatically and smacked my arms. Tehang, excuse me, I'm not round again. Jungkook, but I love round things. They are cute. He blushed, covered his arms. Tehang, you are lucky. I leaned forward. Jungkook, I know, too adorable, handsome. Tehang rolled his eyes, but his smile gave him away. Oh, perfect, and we still face as long we has. I know, could thought anything. escape. It has been 2 years since that day, since we promised to never let go for each other, no matter what happened. And now, as I sit in our shared home, watching Taekook hum softly while flipping thought old photo album, my heart swelling with warmth. Jungkook, look at this, he said, exactly pointing at the picture. Our wedding day. I leaned over, wrapping my arms around his waist as I rested my chin on his shoulders. I smiled as I looked at the picture. It was for us, standing at the altar, holding hands. I looked as if nothing else in the world existed. Jungkook, of course, I remembered. I whispered again. His ears. How could I ever forget the best day of my life? Flashback, wedding day. The wedding was at exactly 1 year after we became boyfriend. I promise we met each other when we first started dating. It was a beautiful spring evening, the sun setting perfectly in the sky, painting in the soft hues of orange and pink. We had chosen to have our wedding outdoor on a hilltop overlooking the city, a place that held special meaning for us. It was the same mountain where I had first asked him to be my boyfriend. As the ceremony being, my heart pounded in chest. I stood at the altar dress. Youngie, calm down, Jungkook. You look like you are about to pass out. I leaned nervously, running a hand thought in my hair. Jungkook, I can't help it. I just wanted to see him already. Then the music started playing. I turned my head towards the cell and my breath checked. There he was, my Taekook, dressed in a white suit with huge in a frame perfect. He looked like an angel. His hair was stayed softly and a gentle breeze carried the scent of his cologne. But what took my breath away the most was the way he was looking at me. His eyes were filled with love, and as if there was no doubt in his mind, this was where he was meant to me. With each step, he took my heart rate faster. I could feel my eyes tearing up, but I didn't care. He was here walking towards me, towards our forever. When he finally reached me, he Jungkook stopped crying already, he whispered teasingly, reaching up, wiped the single tears that had escaped down my cheeks. I clutched, sniffing. Jungkook, I'm just really happy. He squeezed my hand. They hung me too. The officiant began to speak, but honestly, I barely heard a word. My mind was focused slowly on Tiang, the way he kept squeezing my hand, the way his lip trembled slightly. I tried not to cry, the way his eyes never left mine. Then it was time for war. I took a deep breath before speaking. Jungkook, Tiang, for the moment you came into my life, you turned my world upside down in the best way possible. You taught me love, patience, and what it truly means to be happy. I promise to cheer you, to support you, is everything to do, to always be by your side no matter what. I promise to love you tomorrow, today, and every day after that for the rest of our lives. Tears spilled down the hunches, but he was smiling so beautifully. He took a shaky breath before saying his woe. Jungkook, you are my home, my safe place, my best friend, and my greatest love. I promise to be there for you in the sudden success of in family. I promise to love you with everything I have for as long as I live. By the time he finished, finally the officiant smiled and said the word I have been waiting for. Officiant Jungkook, you may now kiss your husband. Without wasting a second, I pulled Taekook into my arms and him every ounce of love I had into that. The crowd entered, cheered up, but all I could focus on was him. When he pulled away, he giggled after him. We did it, Jungkook. Yes, we did. Time escaped. Jungkook, married life with Taekook was everything I had ever dreamed of and more. Every day with him was filled with laughter, love, and moments that made my heart race. No matter how much time passed, he still made me feel like the luckiest man alive. I wanted to do something sweet for you. I turned him around. Him is no Jungkook. You are ready to do just being here. His face turned pink and he made away lightly. Taehoon, stop being cheesy, but I know he love it. Flashback back to present. I was busy packing some things to visit to the hospital. At the hospital, when we arrived, I immediately apologized. I'm sorry we are late. Jungkook remains silent beside me, looking a little nervous. Then something unexpected happened. Dad reached out his hand towards me. Both Jungkook and I looked at each other, completely shocked. Dad smiling at me, my son-in-law. My heart melted. Instead, tears well up in my eyes. I had been waiting for this moment for so long. Sincerely, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it took me 2 years to apologize that my son picked the more handsome, kind-hearted person in the world. I couldn't hold back my tears anymore. One slipped down my cheeks as I squeezed his hand. Thank softly, thank you. And then I turned back to look at my husband, only to see him slightly crying beside me. I chuckled and wiped his tears to him teasingly. Such a crybaby. Jungkook sniffing his nose. Jungkook, I'm not crying. You are. Before I could argue, Dad spoke again. Dad, if it's okay with you both, I want you to get married again. Jungkook and I both stared at him in shock. Jungkook blinking confused. Why, Dad?